Hello, everybody. We're back again. Today, we're going to be talking about the college football season and the bowl season, and briefly about the college football playoff. So in the bowl games that we have been played so far, and the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Notre Dame destroyed Oregon State 40-8. We had the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl, Clemson beating Kentucky 38-35. The Myrtle Beach Bowl, Georgia Southern beat Ohio 40. I mean, my fault. Ohio beat Georgia Southern 41-21. We had the Cricket Celebration Bowl with Florida A&M beating Howard 30-26. The R plus L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, New Orleans beating Jacksonville State beating Louisiana 34-31. We had in the Avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl, Appalachian State beating Miami, Ohio 13-9. In the Isoleta New Mexico Bowl, Fresno State beat New Mexico State 37-10. In the Starco Brands LA Bowl, UCLA beat Boise State 35-22. In the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, Texas Tech beat California 34-14. And the famous Toastery Bowl, Western Kentucky beat Old Dominion 30-35. And the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, UTSA beat Marshall 35-17. And the RoofClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl, South Florida beat Syracuse 45-0. And the Union Home Mortgage Gasparillo Bowl, Georgia Tech beat UCF 30-17. And the Birmingham Bowl, Duke beat Troy 17-10, and the Camellia Bowl, Northern Illinois beat Arkansas State 21-19. In the Lockheed Martin Air Forces Bowl, Air Force beat James Madison 31-21. Georgia State beat Utah State 45-22 in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. South Alabama beat Eastern Michigan 59-10 in the Ventures Bowl. Northwestern beat Utah 14-17 in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Coastal Carolina beat San Jose State 24-14 in the Easy Point Hawaii Bowl. Minnesota beat Bowling Green 30-24 in the Quick Lane Bowl. Texas State beat Rice 45-21 the Surf Bowl First Responder Bowl. And the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Kansas beat UNLV 49-36. In the DirecTV Holiday Bowl, USC beat Louisville 42-28, and the TaxAct Texas Bowl, Oklahoma State beat Texas A&M 31-23. In the Military Bowl, Virginia Tech beat Tulane 41-20. In the Duke's Mayo Bowl, West Virginia beat North Carolina 30-10. In the Valor Alamo Bowl, Arizona beat Oklahoma 38-24. Kansas State beat NC State. In the Pop-Tarts Bowl, Boston College beat SMU 23-14 in the Fenway Bowl. Rutgers beat Miami 31-24 in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. All of these names are crazy. They have lots of interesting bowls. The one bowl game I was interested to see is you get a Pop-Tart if you win the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Kansas State got that. A giant Pop-Tart that you could eat. In the Idaho Potato Bowl, you get French fries dumped on you. So you get French fries dumped on you. I believe in the Mayo Bowl, you get mayo dumped on you. So all these bowl games are really silly, really interesting names and lots of interesting traditions and stuff that the winners get if you win. And then upcoming bowl games, we got in the Cotton Bowl Classic, we got Missouri taking on Ohio State, should be a good one. We got Auburn to play Maryland in the Music City Bowl. And then we got Ole Miss playing Penn State in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, one of the New Year's Six Bowls. Georgia playing Florida State in the Capital One Orange Bowl. Toledo and Wyoming in the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. And then on January 1st, on New Year's Day, we got Wisconsin LSU in the Quest Bowl. Liberty against Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl, one of my favorite bowl games. Iowa against Tennessee in the Citrus Bowl. And then we got the college football playoff games. On New Year's Day, we got Alabama against Michigan and the Rose Bowl game at 5 o'clock. And then we got Texas against Washington in the All-State Sugar Bowl at 8:45. That's the nightcap. Those two games, personally, I think Michigan is going to beat Alabama, and probably Texas is going to beat Washington. However, I think that game could come down to the last possession. Both teams having high-powered offenses, and whoever gets the ball last, I think, is probably going to win that game. But at this time, I would have to say Texas and Michigan meeting in the championship, where Texas wins the championship. Because I think they have a good offense, great quarterback, and a great defense, and I think there'll be too much for Michigan in the end, who will have to fight you hard to beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl game. I'm going to go look at some top stories. Of course, there was the controversy of Florida State being left out of the college football playoff despite having an undefeated record at the time, and them being jumped over by Alabama, who won the SEC but was a one-loss team. And personally, I think that the college football playoff committee wanted to avoid a repeat of what happened, I believe, 2 years ago or last year. I believe it was when TCU made it to the finals and lost like 63-7 to Georgia. And Florida State, being having lost their starting quarterback, lost their backup quarterback, and now down to a third string quarterback, they didn't really want to see Florida State in the finals because they want to maximize revenue, ratings. They want to have 3 good games potentially, and they felt like Alabama gave them the best. In my opinion, they gave them the best games possible. So in my opinion, I think Florida State got cheated, and they should have made it to the playoffs being undefeated. They did what they had to do. It's not their fault that both their quarterbacks got hurt, and it was unfair to punish them for stuff that was beyond their control. But with that being said, next year the playoff will expand to 12 teams, so we're gonna have the same type of controversy next year. Yeah, that's basically it about for the college football playoff this season. I'll recap the games after they're over, telling you who I think will win. And also something interesting that I do every year is I pick every single college football bowl game. So far, I'm not doing too hot at 13 and 18, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of the next few games right to move me up to 18-18, and hopefully I can finish with a winning record this season. It hasn't been that great of a bowl season for me as far as picking games, but I've enjoyed watching the games and I've had a good time, and can't wait for the playoff games coming up on New Year's Day. That's good, but that's gonna round out this episode. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd like me to talk about next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.